Hello students, welcome to this video of chemistry. Here today we discuss chapter number 4, the nature of matter. What is matter? You all know anything that has mass and occupies space is called as matter. For example, this pen. This pen has mass and occupies space, so this is a matter. We start this chapter with types of material. Materials are of two types, naturally occurring and man-made. Naturally occurring materials that are found in nature or derived from nature. For example, plants, animals, and stones. Another examples like table, chair, desk, and bench. All are made up of wood, and wood is a material found in nature. What are man-made materials? These are materials not found in nature or not derived from nature. They are made by man. Examples like bucket, mug, basket, cup, all are made up of plastic. And plastic is made by man. Some other materials like fruit and milk can be used as they occur in nature, but other materials they require to be processed before they are used. Examples: iron, sugarcane. Here is one activity for you from this topic. Write 5 objects made of clay, wood, and steel. You have to write 5 for each. So, you all know things are made up of materials, and do you know what the materials are made of? Materials are made of matter. Made of matter. Matter is what? Matter is anything that can be perceived by your sense. That is, you can feel, taste, smell, or touch matter. Example: air. You cannot see air, but you can feel that air is there in our surrounding. And air also occupies space and has mass, so therefore air is a matter. So here you have to learn the definition of matter. Anything that has mass and occupies space is called as matter. Example: pen, pencil, copy, eraser, table, book, chair, spoon, bucket, everything around you, including air too. All the things are made of materials, and materials are made of matter. Now question is, the total amount of matter in the universe is constant or not? See, for years, scientists thought that the total amount of matter in the universe was constant. Constant means not changing. So, they given one law called as law of conservation of matter. Underline, law of conservation of matter, very important. The statement of this law is, matter is neither created nor destroyed, but matter can be changed from one form to another. Means matter neither created nor destroyed, but we can change a form of matter. Next we study properties of matter. Matter has two properties. First one, it has mass, and second we studied it occupies space. As it occupies space, so it has volume. So two properties of matter are it has mass and it has volume. Means it occupies space. First of all, we discuss mass. The mass of an object is always constant. Always constant. Constant means always same, not change, regardless of where the object is. For example, this pen. This pen would have the same mass on the moon or on the Jupiter as it has on the Earth. Now people are often confused between the terms mass and weight. Between two terms. One is mass, another is weight. They use these terms as if mass and weight both are the same thing, but they are not. So what is difference between mass and weight? Mass is quantity of matter in an object, whereas weight is measure of Earth's pull of gravity on an object. Underline, mass is the quantity of matter in an object. Weight is a measure of Earth's pull of gravity on an object. For example, if you could travel to Jupiter, you would weigh 2.5 times more on Jupiter than on Earth, while your mass remains the same. Here we solve one question. The weight of a body on Earth is 10 kg. What would be its weight on Jupiter? Now weight on Jupiter we know will be 2.5 times weight on Earth. So weight on Jupiter, it will be equals to 2.5 times weight on Earth, which is 10 kg. So this will be equals to 25 kg. So what would be its weight on Jupiter? It will be 25 kg. What would happen to its mass? Now its mass remains same. It remains same because mass is nothing but a quantity of matter in an object, and the quantity of matter not changes. So here very important difference between mass and weight. What is mass? Mass is measure of quantity of matter, whereas weight is the force with which the Earth attracts a body. Mass, beam balance is used to measure mass. In order to measure weight, spring balance is used. SI unit of mass is kg, that is kilogram, and SI unit of weight is Newton. Newton symbol is capital N, not small n. Mass is always constant. Underline, always constant for a body and doesn't change from place to place, whereas weight of a body changes from place to place. We studied air is a matter because air has mass and occupies space. Now in this activity we will show that air has mass. For this you have to take two balloons and fill only one balloon with air and keep the other one empty. Now tie these two balloons to the two ends of a scale. This is a scale and tie them to the two ends. Now try to balance the flat surface of the scale on an edge from the middle. Try to balance this scale and you will see that scale will tilt towards the side that has a balloon filled with air. Why? Because this balloon is filled with air and air has a mass. So because of more mass on this side, this scale will tilt from this side. So this will show that air has a mass. In next activity, we show that matter occupies space. For this, you have to take one tumbler and one bowl. Now, you have to place this tumbler in a bowl. This is bowl and this is tumbler. Place this tumbler in a bowl and pour water gently in the tumbler. Pour water in this tumbler. And you have to completely fill this tumbler. Now after filling, take a small stone tied with string. Okay, so this is a string and this is a small stone that is tied with this. Now you have to immerse this stone in the glass tumbler and you will see that water will start flowing. Now why water start flowing? Because water firstly was present inside the tumbler and when this stone will go inside, then what will happen? This stone also wants some space. So this stone will take the space inside and this water will flow down. Now you have to remove this stone from the tumbler and pour all the water back that is collected in the bowl. You have to pour that water back into the tumbler, and you will see that tumbler will again full of water. So this shows that matter occupies space. This stone is a matter and it also occupies space. Water is a matter, so water also occupies space. Next property of matter, volume. What is volume? The space occupied by an object is called as volume, or space occupied by matter is called as volume of matter. Suppose length, breadth and height of block. One block is there having length, breadth and height 4 cm, 3 cm, 5 cm respectively. What will be its volume? We know that volume is equals to length into breadth into height. So this will be equals to 4 into 3 into 5. So what we will get? 4 into 3, 12. 12 into 5, it will be 60. So it will be 60 cubic centimeter. Okay, because if we are multiplying length, breadth and height, we have to multiply units also. So it will be cubic centimeter. Now the volume of block is 60 cubic centimeter. What is the meaning of this 60 cubic centimeter? It means that this block will occupy this much space. It will occupy this much space. Now there is one question for you. Length of matter is equals to 10 centimeter, height equals to 5 centimeter and breadth equals to 2 centimeter. You have to find out the space occupied by matter. Space occupied by matter. That you have to find out. Activity. Take a piece of wood and try to change its shape by pressing it with your fingers. Can you change its shape? No. This is because the wood is rigid. Wood is rigid, so we will not be able to change its shape. For example, this pencil. If we try to press this pencil, we will not be able to change its shape. Now, you have to name any 4 rigid objects. Here you have to write examples of rigid objects.